I'm so happy to be speaking with you today. I just want to check in with you a little bit. How are you doing mentally? How are things going? Because obviously we're going through a little tragedy right now in the world.
Yes,
But
yes.
how are you feeling amidst all of this insanity?
I guess it kind of makes me want to grind a little harder just because I feel like the message that I'm trying to bring is one of love and unity. And so it just kind of affirms that mission, when things like this happen. Not saying that you need them to happen to feel motivated, but for me, I could try to turn that pain and that hurt into some sort of purpose. You know what I mean? But it goes on all the time and it sucks. But I think this is a time. I loved what Steve Kerr had to say. I thought that was awesome, and he kind of like was representing everybody. And then I think because that's how we all feel, just fed up, but just trying to stay sane. You know what I mean?
That's the most important part. That is
right,
the most important part.
right.
So I'm really excited to talk to you right now. I'm a fan, by the way.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
Yes, you're awesome. You're a jack of many trades, right? You're a singer, songwriter, actor, all these things that you do. Which one of these passions do you feel like is something that is your favorite? If you have
my favorite's got to be the music, just because I'm super close to it. I'm way closer to it than going and taking someone else's words and trying to make it my own, make a character my own. So when I'm writing, I'm recording, that's probably definitely my favorite. And a lot of times it's out of pain, like we were just talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm hurting or going through something, I'll write some, and then as life goes on, I'll hear it back. Like I remember I was listening to stuff I did like 6 years ago, like on one of the first albums, In My Feelings or Rough Drafts 1, and I was just like, yo, this shit hits different right now today than when I made it. And I was just like, wow, that's the beauty of it. You can be going through something and make something, and that's the meaning of life. It's not what happens to us, it's what we do with it. Yeah. And I think that's my favorite part.
So talk to me about what your writing process is like when you sit down to put something together. What is happening there?
Well, this is where it happens at. This is most of everything you've ever heard has been on these speakers, this mic. Awesome. Since Rough Drafts 1, I do it all. I just sit right here and do it. But I'll get a beat, and then I'll just make sure I can bounce first before I start writing. So I'll just do melodies until I feel like I'm like this. I'm like, okay. Because I feel like, today the kind of, just the world we live in, it's not as musical, I wouldn't say, as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? When it was the Princes, when it was Luther Vandross, Diana, it was very musical. Now it's just like, it doesn't feel right. When it comes on and we bounce in, is everybody, So I try and find that first, and then I'll put in words and I'll do harmonies and do things like that to make it colorful. But that part of it has got to be real, because although I am musical and I love, amazing ballads or whatever, I also, if I'm going out or doing something, I need to hear it's like, hitting.
Bumping.
Right. So I try and do that first, and then from there I'll write it. So I'll get it until I feel like I'm bouncing, I'll write it, and then that'll be it. And then it depends, because I actually have another album that I have so many in the vault, it's crazy. But I have another album that's like mainly all acoustic. And so one of my dear friends and amazing guitarist and musical director when I go on tour, Brunis Charles, he'll just sit here and I'll be like, just play some, just random something. And he'll just play. I'll start doing melody. We'll be like, oh, record that. and then we'll just do it. So again, I'll have him like do a loop, and then I'll just pull the loop up on here. And start going. Yeah.
That's a great process. So you do all of this on your own. That's what you're saying?
Yeah. On my own, yeah. The majority. There's a few songs where I co-write and things like that, but most of it, like 90%, I'm writing all of it, and I'm picking the beats and the songs. The order of the songs is really important. I know people now don't really listen top to bottom, but I'll spend like days trying to make sure, okay, 1, 2, no, just 2. Let's move this up here. Let's bring this down here, just because that order and that story means a lot to me. I like the story.
Yeah. So how would you say you define your sound? Because when I look at comments and things from your fans, or even when they talk about you on Twitter, because they do talk about you a lot. Your fan bases, you got a good fan base, Trevor. Seriously.
They're aggressive. No,
they very much are, and they ride for you. They do. Yeah. So, but they talk about a lot of different aspects of your music that they love so much. So I want to know, from your perspective, how would you define your sound for yourself?
I would define it as free, I never try to make from a place of, I just don't want to be boxed in. That's like my main thing. Even like, that goes for anything that I am. Like, I want to be I want to be limitless. I don't want the world to tell me what's possible. And I want to make sure that I'm doing what I feel, because I know that I'm not the only one that feels that way. Mm-hmm. As weird as that is, and we all kind of like look at ourselves, oh, we're the only ones. No, it's like there's millions and billions of people on earth that probably have that same experience and feel that same way. So if you come from a real place like that, there's going to be people that hear it and, you know, respond to it. So I definitely always try to just be in the moment, man, and not overanalyze it. I know some people I've worked with, and that's why I don't work with them anymore. They try and do music like it's a math problem. And I'm like, it's not that technical, dude. You just gotta feel it. Does it feel like, can I do this? Am I, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think I don't think there's a box on it, man. Cause like I said, I have a whole album that's kind of acoustic, maybe even a country vibe. And I got some pop stuff and R&B stuff, rap stuff. Yeah. Whatever I wake up doing. But I do want to say I always try and do a little singing, you know what I'm saying? Do a little harmonies, and I definitely try to put some bars in there depending on the song. Yeah.
So TikTok.
Free.
Let's talk about TikTok.
Yeah. Let's talk about TikTok.
Let's talk about TikTok. So you actually gave us the exclusive, TSR Teens, the exclusive of TikTok. Thank you for that, because it's fire.
You like it? You like it?
I love it. I appreciate that so much, and your fans loved it too. So talking about the inspiration behind that song, because it's hitting.
Thank you. No, that definitely is you know what I mean? But I think it was just, I was hearing TikTok. This was kind of, so I made the song a while ago. But I didn't release it. I just kind of like wanted to do something where I released a snippet and people like did dances to it. But then I'll be playing it like when I'm playing people music just on my computer, and then I'm only like, oh my, like maybe I slept on this joint.
Yeah.
This is dope. So then I wanted to really put it out. Shout out to my brother for being in the video. Rhea, who actually I work with on Grownish. She directed it with him, and fire. It was a love project, you know. Some of the stylists on Grownish came and got the girl her outfits, and it looked really good. And I just wanted the love story. I feel like people go there to escape. People go to TikTok anywhere, really. Oh my God, I want that. I want that. I want to feel that. I want to be that. So I'm like, you know, basically every time I saw TikTok, it was couples like, you know, being super happy, whether they happy when the camera's off or not. When the camera was on, they seemed like they were beaming and full of love. So I was like, I want that. I want that kind of love that you see on that. And then, then a little watch part. I'll give you a watch lit on TikTok. Love y'all. It's good. And then my favorite part about that song is the second verse, because it's like, no matter who you're with, they're going to probably get on your nerves. It's not always going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. It's like, oh, when I find the perfect person in life, it's going to be sweet. So I'm not going to have to work at it. So it's like she made me happy, sad, confused, and mad, I swear. But still, if you look around the world, you still won't find a girl like mine. So I'm willing to deal with all that. And then I brought up because this isn't just me. This is a lot of men that I know. It's like, you know that I get jealous. That's why I don't read comments. I know you look and shake it. So just promise me when you're shaking it, that you're doing it for me. I know that everyone can see it. But in my head, just let me believe that it's only me that's watching. Do you want to hear some exclusive, like one?
Please.
I'm going to play you like one, John.
Please, let me see what you got. Because I heard you just said you had like thousands in the vault, like thousands.
Oh, yeah. Like I've got like 3 albums in the vault. It's ridiculous.
Oh, Lord. So when are you going to be releasing one of these albums? Your fans want to know.
This year. This year, yeah. It's a
Can I
continuation.
get a time frame?
Before September.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this is Tupac. This is me. No, I'm joking. Okay. Wait, stop, Tupac. All right. Let's see here. You already did you hear the little It's Giving clip I did?
I did.
Okay, bet.
Did.
So let me give you this. I'll be here when you need me. If you let me love you all, we can stay away. are we true? Just let me know the deal. Cause I just need I just need a hand worth the hype now. I'm just trying to buy you shit that's overpriced. And show you what it means to live a better life. Yeah. Give it to you Monday to Sunday. Your heart shouldn't hurt if it's done right. If it's good, die young, let's be better tonight. I'm just trying to make it really love. Yeah, I like All right, just a little bit.
Okay, that was hot. Okay, talk to me about this track. What is it called? What's the inspiration behind it? Because I liked that.
Thanks.
Liked that a lot.
That's called Overpriced. And basically, okay, have we mentioned the album name yet? Am I allowed to say any of that? Okay, gosh darn it. All right, I can't say the album name.
They're like, no.
But, right. But essentially, the album is about a man who is in love with a, Yeah. Okay. It's called A Man Who's in Love with a Girl Who's in a Relationship. Mm-hmm. So the whole album is essentially kind of more or less about that. Mm-hmm. And so this one is basically just like, yo, I just think the dude that I think he ain't worth the hype. I'm just trying to buy you stuff that's overpriced and show you what it means to live a better life.
Is that you though, Trevor? Is that what you out here trying to do?
Huh?
Is that what you out here trying to do?
I'm not trying to do it, but I'm trying to give truth because it is happening.
Okay. Have you done it before? Have you been in this situation?
In a relationship? Yes, 100%.
Yes. And have you been trying to buy her overpriced things?
No, that's no. I'm not personally, but I know a lot of men who are like that. So that was okay. Those guys.
Fair enough.
I'm actually very upfront when I'm like, if you're here for any type of material thing, you will not get it from me. But if you're here for vibing and love and, reciprocity, I can give that. I was like, but I would never want anybody to stay because of that.
Do you give material things when you're interested in someone, or is that not something?
No.
Never, like not even flowers or a bag or
dinner maybe. I'll get food. We can get the food, but no, that comes once solidified. The spot is solidified. Because again, I never want that to be a part of any reason why anybody wants to be with me. Mm-hmm. Because those things hold no value. You can't die with those things. You can die with love. You can die with memories. You can die with, relations. But I don't know. It's a lost world we live in if people think that means love. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. This character, this guy who I once had been in probably would have done something like that. Mm-hmm. Wait, let me finish. Give it to you Monday to Sunday. Your heart shouldn't hurt if it's done right. If the good die young, let's be bad tonight. I'm just trying to make you really love me. Okay, now what you got? We continue on.
Now I get it. Now I get the entire picture here.
Okay, yeah, you gotta finish it.
Okay, so this album that you're dropping later this year, I know.
Yeah.
I know the people behind the camera are like.
Yeah, they can't. I can't say exactly.
But I gotta ask anyway. Are there any people, features that we should expect on there, or anybody that you're working with? Can you tell me anyone? Give me just a little.
I can tell you. A little bit I can say it. Lil Twist is gonna be on it.
Cute. Okay.
I love Lil Twist. So let me say this. I was already a giant fan of Lil Twist when I was younger, and I know he took a break from music or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then randomly he had posted something, and I was like, hey, what? Like he was spazzing on a verse or something. I hit him on Instagram. I was like, dude, love to have you on my album, man. You're a freaking monster. He was like, bet. We linked up, and he's one of the coolest, genuine, kind things that I was talking about. All that shit I was talking about earlier, like love, he's on that. And I was like, those are the people that I want to connect with and build with. The people that, the music comes second, but the humanity and person comes first.
Yeah.
And so he came and he did his verse probably in like 15, 20 minutes.
That's fire.
And killed it. And so yeah.
Love that. Is there anybody that you are looking forward to possibly working with or having a feature with in the future?
I think I'm if it comes, it comes, but I'm not really like in search of it. Yeah. Because I kind of hold stuff up, you know what I'm saying? Like I can just do a verse if they're gonna take, you know what I'm saying? If someone's taking too long, I'll just put a verse on there because we're trying to get it out.
Yeah. I saw a lot of your fans on Twitter saying that they are looking for and hoping for a collaboration between you and Chris Brown. How do you feel about that?
That would be cool. Hit him up. Tell him to hit me. I'll hit him. I'd love that. That'll be fire.
Yeah.